Hello everyone, this is Priyanshu Gupta here. In this video, we will see how we can add the PostGRE SQL service provided by Heroku platform to our Django project and deploy it together on Heroku platform. So without wasting time, let's start this video. So here, before we actually move further, I want to add that by mistake, I put this readme.md file inside the static folder. So I have moved this readme.md file from static directory to our main root directory of this MyBit companion. Now to add PostGRE SQL service, we have to move to our Heroku dashboard, and this is my dashboard of my Bit companion, the project that I created, the app that I created in previous video. So we will have to move to this resources tab here, and there you can see there is a icon of Heroku Postgres, and you have to click on that and we will be redirected to a new tab of browser. And here you can see that currently we have 0 connections out of 20 and we have currently 0 rows of 10,000. So basically Heroku provides you a certain limit for free of this PostGRE SQL service, and here you can see all the rows, how much data you have, how many tables you have, so you can see all that stuff here. So now what you have to do is you have to move to the settings tab here, and then you have to view credentials here, and here you can see all the credentials of database that are this one and this one. So we will use these credentials in our Django project to add this database to our Django project. So what you have to do is we have to open our project, and then we have to install one library here using pip command, and that is pip install dj database url, and this pip module will be installed to your virtual environment, and now it has been installed. And now we have to make certain configurations in our settings.py file, and in databases settings we have to do certain things here, and that is dj underscore from env equals to dj database dot url dot config. So basically this module that we have installed recently will help you to directly link to your Heroku database, Heroku Postgres database, without you have to add all the credentials by yourself in this database settings. So all that stuff will be handled by this library here. So there is no need to add those credentials by yourself inside this database settings. And what this library will do is, as soon as you move from your local environment to that Heroku platform, it will automatically change the default database, that is SQLite 3, to Heroku Postgres database. And if you are on local environment, then you can continue using your SQLite 3 database. And here you have to add con max age 600, it is dj database underscore url, and then databases default dot update db from env. Sorry, it's db here, and you will have to import a library here, that is dj underscore url, and control save. You will have to install one more module in your Django project, pip install, and we will again update our requirements.txt file, git add dot git commit and git push minus origin. And now again let's deploy our branch. And now our project is ready. It has been deployed on this Heroku platform. So now if I click on view here, then you can see I am getting a server error over here. And now if I go to this PostGRE SQL interface, then you can refresh this page, then you can see that one connection has been added over here, but there are no rows and no tables are there. So why it has not happened? Because we have to write those commands of make migrations and migrate. That has not been happened automatically. So that library that we installed on our Django project, that library did not run those commands automatically. So now we will actually have to go by ourselves inside our server and run those commands. So for accessing that server, what we have to do is we have to come on our dashboard, and then we will have to press this more and run console. And then we will have to enter the command bash and hit enter. Then it will open the console in which you can manage all the server stuff. So basically, when you use PuTTY or any kind of software to access your cloud platform, your cloud server, then PuTTY helps you to manage those stuff, right? Now Heroku provides you this console with which you can manage your server or Dino. So now if I write a command here, ls, then it will show me all the files that I have uploaded here. Okay, so basically this console gives me access to the server where we have uploaded all our files. So now we can manage all that stuff like we manage stuff on our local machine. Okay, because that is also a machine that is located somewhere else. So now what we have to do is we have to write a command python manage.py make migrations, because now we have to make migrations so that we can actually migrate them to our new database, that is PostgreSQL database, and click enter here. And now you can see that we have created a new model movie and show. And now what we will do is we will do python manage.py and migrate, and then all the migrations will be applied to that new database. Okay, and now if I go to this PostgreSQL interface and refresh this page, still there are no tables here. Now see, I refreshed again, and now you can see there are 12 tables now, because there are some default tables of Django itself, like user table and other permissions and groups table, etc. So that tables are also created here, and now you have 59 rows. And now if I press refresh here, then you will see the outcome here. And now you can see that my output is coming here and my website is working perfectly fine. And now you can see that we have not added any movies or shows to our database, so that's why it is causing some problem. So now what we can do is we can manually create some records in database using admin panel. So if I go to this admin section here, but with admin section we cannot interfere because we have not created super user till now. So now I will go back to this interface where we can manage the server like our local machine. So now I will write a command here, python manage.py create super user. And now there is no need to worry about server refreshing, because this PostgreSQL is separate from this Dino and it will not be affected even if the Dino of this Heroku platform or server gets refreshed. Okay, because earlier when we were making changes directly to our server, they were getting removed after this Heroku platform refreshes itself. Okay, so now we will write the username. Let's write Priyanshu Gupta and password 1234. Okay, email address priyanshu@gmail.com 1234, and this is not my actual email address. For that you can check my about section if you want to mail me. 1234 y, and now we have created a super user to our database. And now if I go to this admin section here and try to log in here using my credentials, then you can see that I am able to log in here. And now if I go to movie section, you can see that there is no movie right now. So to add movies, what we can do is we can click on add movie, write Spider-Man here and choose file. And now I will choose the image over here, Spider-Man, open, save. And now one new record has been generated to our database, our new PostgreSQL database. And it is taking some time because this free Heroku subscription is basically a little slow. And now if I refresh this page over here, if I go back, and now you can see that one new movie is coming over here, that is Spider-Man. But now there is again a new problem here. That is this image file. We are actually saving this image directly to our server. So whenever server will get refreshed, then it will get removed. This image will get removed because we have not uploaded this image on GitHub, right? It has not been linked over there. So now if I go here and move to CD media and ls, okay, CD main app, CD movie images, okay, ls, it's movie images and ls, then you can see that currently one image is coming over here, that is 1.png. okay, so whatever image we will add over here, they will get removed. okay, if I go to the here and media main app, movies images, so basically what happened was, like, we also uploaded that media file 1.png directly to our GitHub as well. And now when we added the record to our database and saved that image, so that image got replaced to this 1.png. okay, so now it will not cause any problem. But if you add some more images that are not on our GitHub, then it will cause some problems. okay, it will cause some problems, right? So that is the issue with this Heroku platform. Like, media files will not be handled in a right manner by this Heroku platform. So you will have to use something called as AWS S3 bucket to store all those media files over there. Also, I will show you one more thing. Like, suppose you don't want AWS S3 bucket, okay, you don't want that, and you want certain limited media files that you have uploaded from your local server. You want only those media images, right? So what you can do is, you can sync the SQLite 3 database data with this PostgreSQL database data, so that it can read those media files as well. okay, so now what we will have to do is, we will basically add all those records of database that we have on our local server, local machine, to this PostgreSQL database. So now for adding that data to our new database, we can follow a mechanism, and for that I have already uploaded a video on my channel, but I will again perform that in this video as well. So now what you will have to do is, first let's delete that record that we created recently here on our admin section. Let's delete that, and again sync that full database data again with our SQLite 3 database. So now what I will do is, I will go back to my VS Code here on my local machine, and here I will use a command, that is python manage.py dump data -- exclude auth dot permission -- exclude content types, and then data.json. and now it is done. And now what we will do is, we will open the folder here. We will have to make some changes in this. Now we will open this with Notepad, and we will save it again, and we will change this encoding to UTF-8. Yes, save. And now we will push to our GitHub repository, git add dot, git commit -m data, git push -u origin. Now we will again deploy our branch, and now it has been deployed. Now we will again open the console, write bash ls Now if I write command python manage.py load data data.json, hit enter, and now you can see that we have not got any errors here, right? So now all the stuff has been added to our database, and now if I refresh this page here, then you can see that all the images have been arrived here. So now all that stuff that we have added to our local SQLite3 database, all the stuff has been added to our PostgreSQL database on Heroku platform. So now it has been synced. But now if you add certain new media files to that database directly to PostgreSQL, then there is a chance that after some time it will get removed because they keep on refreshing. The dyno of Heroku keep on refreshing. So to handle that in a correct manner, the correct way is AWS S3 bucket, but that will cost you, so it will increase your cost. If your media files are limited, then you can adopt this method or go with S3 bucket. And now if I go to this admin section here, if I go to this admin section and log in with my username with which I made account on my local machine 1234, then you can see that we have logged in. And now if I go to movies, you can see our both movie objects as well, and shows, then shows as well. So this is the method that you can adopt to link your Django project with PostgreSQL service provided by Heroku. And one thing that I also want to tell you is that, like, if you want to add some more Heroku Postgres database here, like if I click on add ons here and you add some more Heroku Postgres database here, then you will have to specify the credentials of this Heroku Postgres specifically here in DJ database URL of Django settings.py file. Like here we will have to go to settings of this PostgreSQL that we have selected here. So we have selected here Heroku Postgres, and now you will have to go to settings and then view credentials. You will have to copy this and mention here in settings.py as database default, and then in config you will have to add this argument of default also. Like here I will copy this, and then here you will have to mention the address of a PostgreSQL database that you are currently using, the one that I showed you right now here, this thing URL. Okay, so this is the way. Or you can also get this URL from one more place, that is this thing. If I go to settings here and then reveal config variables, then you will get one database URL here from this. And if you want to integrate or add AWS RDS database or any other service that provides database services, then you will have to add the key of database here, and the URL that service will provide you for the database, that URL you will have to add here also, because that will not be automatically set by Heroku platform by itself inside this config variables. And then again you will have to add one more place, that is here. Okay, you will again have to add this URL inside here. Also what you can do is, like, instead of using that DJ database URL library, Python library, what you can do is you can copy all these credentials here and directly configure this database of PostgreSQL directly inside this database settings. Currently we have put the setting of SQLite here as default. You can configure this default setting and change from SQLite to this PostgreSQL database by copying these credentials here. Okay, this is how you can do that. So in this video we have learned how you can use PostgreSQL database with Django project, and how you can transfer your data from your local machine to PostgreSQL database on Heroku, and how you can handle media files as well. I hope you have liked this video and learned something new in this video, because this is something that no one has covered till now on YouTube. So thank you for watching, and feel free to post your queries in the comment section box of this video. And don't forget to hit that like button, and please subscribe to my channel, because I'm making such videos frequently and I'm trying to cover every problem that a developer face. So stay tuned, stay connected. See you in next video.